Good evening, for Enterprise fans. Welcome to the second week of the Whale Cup for the Eidolon Express Grand Prix. My name is Garen here in the booth with Rexol. And how are you doing tonight, Rexol?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Oh, it's been a day for me, anyways. But good news is we get to race watch a race at least here in the evening. We've got FBL in the restream chair doing the restream, and is very pleased that we have rolled a stylish Eddie for a hero here.
Simon Belmont Eddie.
It's a very nice color for Eddie. It's not going to help Eddie with his damage at all, but much the way of things. And we've got Rowdy Sniper also in the booth pushing the buttons. Darkness crystals are even pre-pushed, and hopefully we'll have some objectives pushed before we get to the hour mark today. That's always a fun thing.
Always.
So this is a Mega Flare seed between Lord Goober and Commander Leonhart. And those who need a recap of that, Mega Flare is a hero flag set with 3 characters max in the party, and they are permajoined. So Eddie, we are stuck with. We'll see what we get for a partner. Could be any of the other 11 to start with, and then after that, there's no longer any opportunity for a Cecil, a Fu, or a Tella after we get the starting partner out of the way. All the other characters will be in the seeds somewhere, though.
Having a starting Eddie will be okay, though, because of our 3 objectives for turning in gold to Tori.
Yes, Tori is someone who basically is looking for gold and will exchange a spoon for 100,000, a curse ring for 250,000, and adamant armor for 500,000. Let's see. So, good news for Eddie is, of course, since the spoon flag is on, 100,000 gold, Eddie at least gets a useful weapon out of the whole deal. Whether you want to curse Eddie or just go zoom and push the metal to the metal with the adamant armor is kind of up to the runners. I've certainly had adamant armor on Eddie before, even fighting Z, and sometimes a curse ring might be more ideal. The 30 agility swing either which way, so yeah, we'll see what the runners want to do. Our objectives today, we have the standard ones of completing Cave Bahamut and the Asamune Altar and the Ribbon Room. Those are the first 2, acquired in every seed. And then 4 out of the next 6. We've got the 2 Tails. We've got bringing the Mist Survivor to Kaipo. We've got liberating Baron Castle. We've got curing a fever with Sand Ruby. And we've got conquering the Vanilla White Spear Altar. So 3 very early objectives in the vanilla game, 1 moon, and 2 things that are waiting on a hook that could be anywhere, because this is a Force Magma seed.
Right. To bring to attention, there's a group of bosses. Since we do have a new flag out for the 5.0 set of Free Enterprise that allows you to get 10% more experience if you complete an objective, it's worth noting we do have 8 bosses that are on a list of objectives, if you will, for Group D that you can't see on your screen, but we'll go over them as we come across them and let you know when we see them.
We are underway. And who is the starting partner? Ugh, that's not great. That's Yang. With a veil blocking Baron. Okay, so that's fun.
Oh, Leonhart takes Yang.
Actually, both runners will take Yang. I'm a little bit surprised. Yang can be pretty good with a lot of levels. Not very good to start with, but I guess we're relying on Eddie and the spoon to carry us a little bit of the way here. I kind of suspect this means we'll want a white mage for our third. Question being, how buried is that white mage? Because I have gone through seeds where I have not seen the white mage. And if you're an hour in and you don't have a third member in the party yet, it's kind of late because there is no slingshotting of experience here. There'll be a lot of experience when you fight things, but it just might take a bit.
So both runners going into Baron here. Do we see them go up to the moon early to check to see who's up there and see what see what's in the chest up there? Since we do have vanilla Mayabs on?
I would expect so, but mileage may vary.
Goober's resetting so he can pick up that Yang, and I don't blame him. Or pick up the edge, I'm sorry, and Baron in, so.
Yeah, I don't mind that play. It's early, you peaked it, you found a much better second banana than a Yang would normally be. And Commander Leonhart's going to peek who the Hobbs character is and see if he would like that. Well, if you didn't like first
So,
Yong, you have
with
second
the
Yong.
reset, okay, we're still keeping the Young though.
Yes, in Commander's case, I think that's not a decision we're going to be revisiting at this point. Even though I think Commander did see the edge there, he's either going to take edge and steal a bunch of Bacchus wines from the Mad Ogres, or is just simply going to go for a White Mage, or just see which one comes first. Goober has decided to go for Eblin Castle to loot out the chests that are not monsters here, at least. There can be some good things here. You might get 100,000 gold without having to actually go to the moon if this is a nice distribution of loot. I did see a piece of mail, so that will sell for quite a bit.
Power Staff's not terrible.
We don't have any you can use it right now. Ooh, a Siren, that's nice. Sirens in this game, this flag set rather, I think they can only show up in Coca-Cola's shop, and that's kind of a wing and a prayer. So any sirens you happen to loot can be worth quite a nice skip on the experience gaining part. Some diamond gloves, an elixir. Well, we're never going to use the elixir. We might sell it.
You could sell it. Yeah.
Commander is off to the moon.
We do have the White Spear altar, the Massa altar, the Ribbon Room altar, all are objectives, so I'd imagine we're going to at least peek these bosses because we could have some free ones up here.
Yes. King Queen Eblin is always free, and there are 6 boss spots here on the moon. It's almost a 20% chance to get lucky that way. Unless you happen to have seen the King and Queen earlier, which we haven't. We've seen Dark Imps, we've seen Valvalis. I don't remember what was
There's
it,
the
Baron.
Cane.
Well, that's interesting. Because Kane doesn't really do well if you don't have an Avenger for Kane, and we don't really know if there's going to be one until we loot the LST. Commander has said yes. Okay, that is Commander's party at this point.
All right.
There is no White Mage. There is no way to Zerk anybody unless there are looted Bacchuses or there's an Avenger Kane in the future. We'll see how well this works out.
So now we're going to see Goober take a look at that Hobbs spot and say, yeah, I really didn't want Young the first time. That's why I started over.
Yeah, true. So that will inspire a reset. No Heron Robe. Commander, which is just simply money at this point.
Yep.
We have nobody in the party who can use it.
3 gentlemen in the party, no Heron Robe used. That is money. Ooh, Ninja Hat's nice, though.
Ninja Hat, Samurai Gloves, okay. That can go on Kane for a little bit of armor defense, if you want that for the early game. Bungnir, that's nice for Kane. Alright. That'll get Kane online a little bit. Got a Firebomb. Now we see a theater.
Mm-hmm. So we are in the second round of this bracket stage.
Okay,
Let's see some risks being taken because we are at the top of the level here, the cream of the crop, if you will.
Well, I think Commander's already taken a risk with the party selection, because that is very dependent on what we find for gear down here. I can see some risk taking going on. I think it depends on if the runners take a wipe anywhere, or if they are having some really bad luck finding what they need.
Goober picking the wrong runway to land on. Gonna have to go back up and try again.
Unfortunately, on the moon, there aren't a whole lot of air traffic controllers. It's not very heavily traveled these days. Artist Rod, that is useless.
Again, that's money.
Commander's going to take the one chest here on the route to the Crystal Altar and go back. Should be noted that is it for the free chests, unless Commander is going to peek the altars or go into the Zemus zone and grab those 5 chests. Will Goober take the cane? Let's see.
And those are 2 pretty fast characters. Go faster than Eddie if you want to.
The answer is yes. Okay. So either Lord Goober is going to take the edge as the third wheel in this particular party, or it's going to be a White Mage, I think.
White Spear Altar is, oh, not free.
Nope, not at this point. That's okay. We still have 2 more altars to go, possibly. Ribbon Room is...
Also not free.
that's an evil wall. That's going to take some doing to get through.
Both bosses that could be Eddie showing some prowess, actually, if used properly.
Yeah, now, the good news for Commander with that Yang is that Yang with the Thunderclaw will make nice work out of that Odin at some point. We'll see if anything... Oh, this is going to be a peek by Commander at the Masamune altar. See if we get lucky on the 3rd try. 3rd time's the charm. Oh,
Nope.
That's a Mom Bomb.
Oh, we got some serious loot, enough to be able to sell. Get our spoon for Eddie.
Yeah, but it looks like we are going to get a loot of the Zima's zone. There are 5 chests on the first 3 levels. Hoping for a crystal ring, maybe a Zeus gauntlet, maybe a cat claw. Any of those sorts of things would be nice. A silent staff, that's money. Ether is not really for this party at all, because no one has any MP.
No magic. No magic.
Silver Helm, not really what you want to see there. That's junk. Upel? Meh. And Heroin Robe. Well, that's
funny.
nice at least for cash, but
Yep.
not really any help or advancement to the party down here. So, unfortunately, we did not find an Avenger in any of the free chests down here. There are still the 4 chests in Cave Value. There are still the 2 chests in the Lunar Path. And if the runners really feel like going on a wild goose chase, there is also the chests in the Giant. Yeah, the loot was not spectacular here. I mean, Heroin Robes if you'd had a White Mage, but no real good bows or arrows to go along with it. We saw no real good headgear than that 1 ninja helm. Nothing really for the finger slot. This Lunar Subterranean has given them the finger, that's for sure.
Pretty much. We see Leonhart going to go check Cave Value. Check our boss while we're there, because that's also now the opportunity for a free boss. As well as loot, as you mentioned.
I think the both of racers are really looking for a King Queen Evelyn here with the way this loot is shaking out.
Now, could you take the Dark Knight Cecil with your Eddie?
No, because Eddie is RA5 because Eddie is the hero and the anchor. So at that point, the DKC will be based on that agility, and at this level, no, DKC is going to be faster. It'll get off a wave before Eddie could act. So no DKCs early here. What have we got? That is a Sparkle. And it doesn't really matter which Sparkle it is because we can't take it right now. So, that did not work out well. We'll go to the Lunar Path, I'm sure, and grab...
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to the Giant. I'm like, really?
No, just different route to the control panel, that's all.
Tease.
Oh, we're going to check the item shop and clear out inventory, perhaps. I think the problem with the Plague is without a Silk Web, I don't think it'd be slow enough for the reflected pump to get off. So, as we might know from watching me struggle with some timing issues last week on my race.
On the pink puffs?
Yes, on the too fast pink puffs.
We were rooting for you in the booth, though.
Then getting unlucky on the 1/16th chance that they would not actually zerk the edge.
We wanted to see it work, though.
Well, if Edge had been in the party and not the hero, it would have worked, I think.
All right, so where is Leonhart going from here? Are we just running our standard checks?
Well, haven't watched Commander. I don't know what Commander's standard checks are, but we've got the 4 chests here on the overworld, plus the standard 4 objectives that are open immediately to look for a magma key, because we have Force Magma on. Now, as it turns out, I think at least good third of the seeds I play. The magma key is buried enough that I will go for the Falcon route first. And it's easier if it's actually an objective, and there's also 2 chem checks along the way. But it's not an objective today, so not as appealing. And of course, since it's not your logical underground access, it could be any boss there, including a turtle or a wyvern. Anything nasty down there.
And it could also be up on Zot at the Fire Puppy.
Yep, that's one of those first 4 we have access to. Usually you want to check Doggo early because it seems that Doggo disproportionately has the goods compared to some other places.
Could also be a nasty hiding behind the D-Mist, which could also be on Zot 1.
Oh, we've taken Oh, yeah, that's right. There's a tricker here. That is true.
All right, so what's the play here, Garen, for a bit at home?
Well, the play here is you're trying to swoon that tricker, I think. At least I hope you're trying to, because otherwise this is going to take a very, very long time.
Now, is there any truth to stopping the trigger to be able to increase the accuracy on the swoon proc?
I don't know if that's actually going to work. We'll see. There's an hourglass going out here. It can be stopped, so we'll see if that is what needed to happen.
Not appears though.
Yeah, that doesn't look like it's a good thing here, but it might just be that we need to. We're just going to. Okay. This is going to take a minute, but it is, I think, still doable, quote unquote.
In the meantime, there's one of your Thunder Claws that Young's going to need for the Odin later on.
Okay, so hopefully for Lord Goober, this will take roughly, I think about another minute and a half, 2 minutes here, but it is a nice bit of experience to get this party. Oh, you can't run buffer that. Might just want to get out of it, though.
Yep, in the meantime, we got our first boss down at Antlion Cave, and that's going to be a Sparkle. There's our Pale Dim.
Oh, that will not take too much to get it down. We'll see 1 courtesy dude, or maybe 2, because Kane decided to jump in line here and just extend this fight a little bit. Commander giving us all the dudes today.
And there we go.
The seed usually wins. We'll see if it's a nasty one. Fence sword. All right, that's nice for the game we have.
Yeah.
You sold the spear. How could you, Lord Goober?
So Goober's still flying around. I'm guessing that he's going to check cave value as well. Yep.
Yep. Well, we're just a little bit behind Commander Leonhart, although we'll make us know that time when Commander probably checks Castle Eblin at some point. Commander might make us some time if is also checking the key item checks at the same time. With the party that we have, though, there's not a whole lot of AoE for that, so might want some more levels where that happens. All right, we're going to. Oh yeah, there was a CPU here having coffee with an edge. That seems a little bit weird.
This fight isn't the one you have to worry about. The one behind it.
Yep, and at the levels that we are at, if it's anything punchy, it's not going to be good for Commander because these 3 do not really have any defense to speak of at this point. No matter how much John might argue otherwise, his wife thinks he does have something to answer for. And CPU defeated. That's one of our. Oh, it's a Sparkle.
This could be bad. This could be real bad.
It's Wyvern. And
Piggy?
well, all right, that's not a bad one. It was also avoided.
Yep. The other issue is, can we take down Wyvern fast enough before the nukes start coming out?
This is a relatively slow spot, so I mean, it's possible.
In the meantime,
Goober is
Goober's
trying hair
making-
dryers.
Yep. The nether
Um, Yeah, unfortunately, base level party, you need a bit of good dodging for that to work. Commander is trying to unload the entire kitchen sink here on this wyvern.
Are using the J items faster than actually attacking with Kane at this point in time?
Kane's not gonna do much either way, but it got through, and wyvern is an objective in all the seeds. Strength ring, that's nice for Yang. Or Kane, if you want to go for Kane. Eddie can't use it because um, cards have been prohibited. So it goes.
Yeah, so we have seen CPU defeated and Wyvern defeated. They're both members of Group D, was that list of 8 bosses I was telling you about earlier. So CommanderLeonhart's gotten 20% more experience from defeating those bosses, which is a pretty good consolation vest strength ring.
Pulls the Gungnir Spear. Okay, because with Defense Sword, there's no real reason to keep that around. You can't dart anything, so yeah, there's no reason to hold on to it. Not enough yet for that curse string, but it's getting pretty close.
Goober now has the spoon.
Commander is deciding which way to go. It looks like we're going to go for Bull Defense. Okay.
Yeah,
Some people like to wait on this one to see if they will get a Magma Key beforehand so they can do at least a double dip of Fabul if there is a hand in the underworld they can get access to. Do a little shopping. We see some Star Veils. I think that was a bit too many Star Veils that Star Commander wanted to purchase there. I think it was 10. All right, this comes with a free heal. Commander is taking, I'm sorry, Lord Goober is taking the CPU with only 2. That could be bad news against this Wyvern and a base level party. We got Maga Sisters attacking the Bull defense.
Be easy work if we take out the minion front right off the bat.
Yep, although I don't think the magic is too bad here, but yes, it's nice to get Mindy out of the way because Mindy is annoying with those magic casts. And Eddie, or Eddie targeted, Eddie might go down a little bit prematurely.
A lot of mazers coming out on Goober's side, so we're going to be of low health already on the Wyvern, which in this case actually helps because doesn't matter what health you have against the Wyvern, those nukes are going to kill you.
Yep, we'll see if this goes. There's a Silk Web, this would be a time to use it. Looks like that Eddie got a nice little crit off there.
Mm-hmm.
That's about... No, we're up to about 2,000. That's about halfway. Uh-oh, ball's out.
And there's a ninja sword given away by the King of Fabul.
Let's see. Is that going to... It missed. Lord Goober is through.
All right.
That's got to feel good. And that means that Lord Goober can take that edge. With a strength ring.
With a strength ring, if it goes and takes Fabul, that'll also be a sword form of Fabul. In the meantime, Leonhart's going to check out Ordeals, which is a relatively long check given the party, but there are 3 bosses here. One could be demissed. Of course, we're still looking for that Magma Key somewhere.
Now, the worst news here for Commander would be if this is a gauntlet in the mirror room and it is something required. Let's say a Magma Key or a hook. Either one of those would be really, really annoying news because Eddie is just a little bit squishy and our AoE was mostly thrown out trying to deal with that Wyvern earlier.
And that's because Eddie is our hero, and with a hero flag on, you are only facing off in the mirror room with your hero only. Your entire party does not go in. It is reminiscent of when Cecil goes in by himself during the vanilla game.
You know, to be honest, the mirror room should just reject Eddie and kick him back out with the key item. That would be fair.
Dr. Dialogue at the front. Meantime, Goober's going to check the demissed vanilla location.
Yep, that would make sense if there's a cheeky vanilla D mist here. It's just King Queen
Right?
Evelyn.
That's 10% because that's on our list of bosses.
Nice for Lord Goober. It's a little bit rude because that is the worst place you want to see the freest of all free bosses.
Right. Loot a little bit while we're in here. Just take that one chest. That's
Yep, just the Zeus Rage that is actually not bad if we end up running across anything that requires some AoE to take it down. Back attack here is Yang. How could you?
that may sting a little bit though.
It's not going to be too bad with Eddie being in the back there. It's a little bit punchy for the Kane and the Yang, but I think this will be fine.
Tier 2's purchased on Goober's side while checking out the shops here in Toroya.
We got more exits. We want to load up on those. That's good.
Yep, no white mage.
Apparently, Rosa and Porum have been decided to be overrated for this particular seed. Safety save, Commander? We'll see. No safety save.
Nope.
This would make a gauntlet really annoying if it shows up.
Make Ogopogo really annoying too.
Ogopogo should be fine. I mean, Eddie should be able to take that down in 2 hits with the levels
That's
that
true,
Eddie
with the
has.
plume, yeah.
If this was just a dancing dagger Eddie, I could say that would be a problem, but I think it's fine. It's a Luca key. And it's a sparkle. Oh, it's a plague.
Plague.
That's a one-shot. Okay, that's fine. Kane might be the white mage on Lord Goober's side, possibly. That's a choice, keeping them all in the front row there.
A plague on both your houses.
We're not trying to get Mercutio killed here. Come on.
Sand
Ruby.
Required item.
Well, that's an objective right there for Lord Goober, one of the 6 in A. So that's nice to see. It also means we can get an early look at what our regrets are from what our party choices are, possibly.
No regrets. No regrets.
Oh, a Rosa in bed would be very hurtful, I think, considering the utility that Rosa brings to an Eddie seed.
Yep, especially with the heroin robes that were found.
Yes, but heroin shortbow Rosa is a little bit underwhelming. Hey, there's a Thunderclaw there for sale.
Yep.
That'll be purchased.
Yep.
We get a Charm Harp into 1 pot here.
That's
hey, it's another edge. Okay. That's okay. Lord Goober doesn't mind getting the 2 boss objectives for getting the other edge and Baron in, but there was a much easier edge available all along.
And now Goober will make up some time because Leonhart's going to take the Ellen Castle. Oh, going to start taking the monster boxes as well. So may make up some time and may lose out on some key items until he goes back to check those monster boxes.
The problem is this is a very punchy spot. We've already lost the Yang, and that Staleman could start taking down the other guys. So Eddie will auto hide.
This is where an edge with flame would have been nice.
Yeah, that curse means that Kane is down, and Eddie is going to get destroyed as soon as Eddie unhides, so this will be a reset. You might want to use the hourglasses there and just do the recovery, because it's going to be a little bit punchy. And a sure orb for sale. We're going to try the black... I'm going to try the Black Cat Lamias for maybe a bit of better luck. Eddie will be able to one-shot those cats.
Yeah, we just don't want to see Eddie being the one charmed.
Well, Yang is down. That's unfortunate.
Eddie's down.
Eddie's down. Oh, man. That is bad news. Now, hopefully Eddie doesn't auto-hide here, and then he's going to auto-hide. That's not fun either.
I would have gotten Kane up in the air.
Yeah, because Kane is down. Eddie
Yep.
has got to survive that. Did not.
Yeah.
Ugh.
If we had Kane out in the air, Eddie would come back on the screen. We made it get a swing off before Kane landed.
Yeah. This is also, we put 3 hourglasses in the starting kit. I know it's kind of like you'd rather save them for some of the LST boxes for the bigger experience, but in some cases it might be worth just tossing them to actually use them on the early stuff and hope to get some other hourglasses later on.
Yeah, because those are key item checks, and you may want to use those to unlock the rest of the seeds, as we're still looking for our magma key.
Yes. Now, Commander's going to check the doggo chest here. We'll get the sand ruby for it, so that'll be an objective, but it will not be progression towards getting underground. And I think based on what we've seen, we've either got a cheeky demist or it has to be one of the 3 chests in Eblin Castle has the progression.
Well, that's what I was asking. What I was going to ask is Goober did not check to see who the boss was at Zot 1, and if Leonhart checks there and it happens to be the demist, that could be a turn of events.
That very well could. The Rex banner is a very unlikely check to actually work, but it has worked in the past. No, we're not going to get a check of that. So if it is the demist at Zot 1, that is going to be a last check for both runners. As far as the question in chat, hourglasses, I don't think can be in any shop except for possibly Cocols. I think they're tier 5.
So Goober's taking the Fable defense fight. Should be quick work here.
It should be.
And we are going to turn in the sand ruby on Leonhart's side.
That makes sense.
Do your objectives. Always do your objectives.
Well, this would also make sense because if you happen to get a cheeky package somewhere down the line, then you have to finish the package where you can actually. Oh no, you have to actually do the package first. But it can happen sometimes where it's like you get a package and it's like then you have to possibly finish that before you can turn that in.
I could have seen them wait though, because the package check itself is an objective as well, and they can knock out both at one time. So I could have seen them wait, but you're sacrificing 10% experience right off the bat too if you do wait.
Yeah. So I think Lord Goober has come to the realization that the answer is in Eblin somewhere. So we'll probably go back there, I would imagine. See if the party gets moved to the,
yet.
see if the party gets moved to the back row at some point, because everybody is still in the front row, and that's going to be a little bit deadly with that Eddie there against those monsters that are in Eblin.
So Goober's going to continue to fade ordeals and go to the castle as well. So you'll see both of our runners.
And
take out these monster boxes.
We do know that that's actually a correct fade because Ordeal does not have anything in terms of progression. So, what was it the Luca key? Was that it, or was that somewhere else?
Luca key, yes. It was Luca key.
Yep. Okay, so that might be progression. We don't know yet. It's not a favored check because we have no way to warp out of there. But, all right, we're going to get a check on the first one. Ailman and...
Oh, this hurts to watch. There's a punchy. Oof.
Yep. Eddie is down. I wonder if Lord Goober's going to realize that this party is in the front row, all of them, because Eddie at least can be in the back.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's just realized what the deal is.
Well, maybe too little to find out. Yep, too little too late. Went to run that one back.
That might have worked with the dark, but that's about the only thing you could have really done there.
Yep, we're moving all the party to the back here. That ESPN working for you.
All right, so redux of the Ailman fight. This will go much better, I have a feeling.
Yeah, the misses and the punches for 1 on Kane are considerably different.
Definitely. Why don't I have Kane jump on that Staleman? That would be nice.
Yeah, I think using that... well, I guess because the Staleman's the back road, the jump should have been played there, but... Otherwise, it's a waste of a turn.
Kane's going to take a nap. That's probably not bad overall for us, or for Goober. All right, it is down. What do we get? Something good? Hey, magma key. That's pretty good.
That's good.
Now, you could exit here and just come back to the other two later on when you were stronger, perhaps. But it also makes sense to take the other two while you're right here and just hope that it works out well. I might have used one of those extra exits, just exit and save first, because you don't want to redo that if you run into some bad luck here. We are saying luck schmuck. We're gonna go on.
Yeah, at this point, I think you'd be happy to see a hook while you're here. That would be nice.
It would be nice.
I mean, you'd hate to see a package right here because you just did the Kaipo check, but keeping you on the blue planet for just another second to get another objective done wouldn't be bad. But yeah, the hook would be nice.
And Lamy is down with one spoon hit. That is nice. Hey, Twin Harp.
Not what he probably wanted to see.
Nope.
But
And a good number of the community probably thought we have no key item there at all. So this would be nice if we get the opportunity. I might decide that we're going to check that right away, since haven't gotten too much so far.
in the meantime, Leonhardt's going to check the treasury in Damsian.
I might want to use a hourglass here, but we'll see if this goes all right.
Oh, there's the Thunderclaw and a longsword there in the front half of the treasury for Leonhardt.
Well, a Thunderclaw would be nice if we didn't already have one. Unfortunately, we do. So it's just more money for the quest for the Adamant. And Goober is through the Mad Ogre. Very nice. And does this yield anything for us? A pass.
A pass.
So, Eidolon Castle loaded today, 3 for 3.
Yeah, 3 for 3. That is the key item in this flag set. In 5.0 as well. It's not just a ticket to Z. It also counts as one of your key items. So,
yep. Now it looks like Lord Goober's going to go underground here at this point, with possibly a bit of a. I'm not sure.
So while you're here, you might as well go ahead and pick that up. Meantime, Leonhardt's going to see that there's a free boss at the Demon's Check. We'll see.
There is another opportunity to get them on Lord Goober's part. There are there's the 4 Mad Ogre chest in the Oak Route, Upper Babel, sorry, but that's a little bit of a ways away. We don't have a hook to get there yet. Well, there were actually 2 edges available to us. One was in the bed in Kaipo. The other one was in Baron Inn. The starting partner was a Yang, and the queen was on the Lunar Dais. So I think in Commander's case, we just did the first 2 characters we saw, or the first 2 we took. Which is a strategy on this flag set, because they're getting experience while people who are looking for the right party member, if you want to put it that way, are not getting the experience of those party members that aren't there. Let's see. We are going to do Rydia's house. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There are 4 chests here. And
so
unfortunately, in this seed, Rydia's family is very poor. Just a unicorn, a middle sword, and some gold.
In the meantime, at Dwarf Castle, we have a variation of Mylon as our first boss.
I think we'd almost prefer to see this be Mylon Z. So, of course, it's the other one.
Too bad. Yeah, Commander's trying to overpower the Z here. That's right. We're trying to go ahead and get our Adamant and just steamroll the rest of the C, but it's slim pickings for all of this loot.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's almost like a hook, really, to get access to the Eidolon Cave and loot that out. Unfortunately, Commander is going to have to go back to that Eidolon Castle in order to progress, and might have to part with some of those hourglasses. I know they're very precious, you don't want to use them when you don't have to, but at the same time, we've already seen one of the bosses that you could use those hourglasses on, the Dark Imps, which we're never going to take. Let's see. Island is through for Lord Goober. Who's
Our
number
party
2?
member would have been.
Oh, this should be a relatively free-ish fight. Hey, it would have been Iridia, a vanilla Iridia for that matter. I didn't see what the spells were. I don't think I saw Bahamut there.
I didn't see Bahamut. I think there might have been Leviathan there, but nothing.
Nothing too
No blood.
spectacular. We did have a Stardust Rod for this Iridia if we'd taken her. But that is a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah. Stardust Rod and Rune Ring. That's about all that was useful.
Well, I mean, that's only really a tiara and a
Black
sork robe, I think. Sword. The officer is going to retreat in a highly tactical maneuver.
Don't know where he's running off to. You're in the back of the castle.
Details. There's got to be a mouse hole in this crystal room somewhere.
Hide behind a bunch of those pillars. Don't need to worry about having a black mage because the warp glitch was off anyway. So no worry about missing out on the warp to Sealed Cave here.
Now, as far as the Sealed Cave is, if the Sealed Cave has something good, Goober might miss out on it because it does not have the loop key. Will almost certainly not have it until the very end because Ordeals has been fated. And I have a feeling it's a deliberate fate that's going to last until the end. What is the latest in Dwarven fashion today? It's to wear a starter rod.
Okay. Twin Harp on CommanderLeonhart's side as we knocked off the Lady Black Cat fight.
Why not get him? Commander wanted to see you out of that bunch. It might actually be taking it without going to do anything else at this point.
Just past the pass from that ogre chest.
Yeah, I think this is a bit of a function of the party that Commander has taken. Yang does not come online as easily as Edge does. So I think the result of that is creating actually a stop here at the end. This is the max of 3, this is Mega Flare, so we have it on 3 party members, and they are permajoined. Both runners are stuck with what they have.
Sorry about your luck. Looked like who you chose. Although at this point in time, there hasn't been many choices. A couple Yongs, a couple Edges.
I mean, we did have an option of Iridia in there somewhere, but yes, we've only seen 5 choices so far. And we are running out of character spots. Okay, I guess we were just doing a in-run.
Yeah, Leonhart doesn't have any camping gear, so...
Oh no, we give you tents in the starting kit. They're in the inventory. That's why I wasn't quite sure why we did that, actually. It could just be a little bit of time pressure. We are 40 minutes into the siege. You don't have underground access yet. You don't have adamant yet. That just got to be a little bit frightening to be running with.
Yeah,
that's a samurai bow, I think, right?
That's a samurai bow, which would have also been good for a Rosa with a Hero bow. That was
It was taking 40 minutes, but our White Mage could have been online if we had found him.
That we still haven't seen yet. That Ogre X may come in handy though with King
True. Well, there's only one more fight would really be useful on. Barring any weird gauntlets.
Could be holding one of our tails that we need.
It's a pan. So runners punished for doing Fabul early. It could have single dipped it.
Yeah.
It's always a weird thing to hope for because half the time it seems that the sea does not cooperate that way, but and Commander has the magma key. He's got to be feeling better about that at least. Hey, Dorfax, we can backroar a cane. Woohoo.
Nope, wrong axe.
Wrong axe.
There you go.
We might get a peek here of the royalty. We don't necessarily have to do these, but we are maybe seeing if we have a D-mist sneaking down here.
A D-mist? Yeah, that's about the only thing we really do want to take here.
Nope, it is a leg and a sparkle. We don't know if that's elements or ruby. We don't know if that is a Ogo.
Do you check the sparkle at that point in time to see who the sparkle is? Because you've seen 2 others already.
I don't know if I'd want to waste the time since I haven't saved yet.
Sorry, we've seen 3 already. Tail, Dim, Plague, and Wyvern, so...
Oh, and there's a free dwarf axe. Sorry, Lord Goober. You could avoid spending on that.
What do you need money for in this? Oh wait, that's right. We really need money in this scene.
That's okay. We'll probably check the little mini closet here, which has 5 chests in it on the way over to the elks. Yep, there we go. Aegis Shield, Ice Brand, which is nice. We have a ruby we run into.
I really have not gotten much value out of this fruit. I usually check it.
Silver and Power.
More money.
Yeah, we'll see. JD, that pass could come into play if Commander decides to go to the moon first instead of finishing up the blue planet first, then going to the moon to finish. I've seen both routes taken, depending on what seeds give runners, so it might hurt, it might not hurt. We aren't sure yet.
Also, if both tails are up on the moon. So to come back down, trade them in.
Speaking of veils, we get a moon veil from Yong sitting in the bed. I guess he's really trying to avoid Sheila's bonk at this point, but you have to use it, Yong, in order for it to actually work.
Do what you can, I guess.
Yeah, that evil wall, as long as there's a ribbon in the seed somewhere, that makes that evil wall free.
Another ninja hat.
Let's see, looks like Lord Goober is going to be exchanging some money for some curses.
Curses!
Now, we have enough at this point. I don't think we're going to get enough to get to 400,000, which is what it would take to get the adamant. Although your mileage may vary on this one. We'll see if there's enough.
I'm going to short by probably
About 100,000 looks like, but that's closer than I thought it would be. But this is one of those things where it's like if I'm that close, maybe I bother to check the poison treasury side of Sylph Cave and see if there's any good stuff there to sell.
Yeah, I mean, also you could check the Cave Madness.
It looks like that might be what we're doing, because the party's still at 1 HP from that. Oh, we're doing the pan turn in first. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'll probably do the harp next. So yeah, you're already at 1 HP.
You're set up for it, and since all of your characters are melee, they all have metal weapons equipped. You don't have to worry about sitting through the whole script there with the Dark Elf. You're just going to go right to the musical interlude.
So Sheila won.
Exhale.
Nice.
That's nice for
Karma.
Well, that Exhale, I think that could be sold and almost really get you to the adamant cash right now.
That's true. Or at least pretty close.
I think it's almost more valuable than keeping it to dart for a fight.
Taking the scenic route to get back down the stairs. There we go.
Hey, thanks, Jay Brun. Yes, well, since Eddie stole the spoon, or I guess Tori stole the spoon, whichever you want to go with war-wise, she decided to do the next best thing and take another sharp object and use it for her cutlery. I'm not sure if you want to be using an Exhale to cut carrots in the kitchen, but there you go.
And we're checking the waterfall boss.
Yes, we're also checking it with 1 HP aside.
Yeah, I don't know.
you might want to... Well, or maybe you don't. I don't know.
I mean,
take your pick.
I would only cure one.
We
time.
are saving it in a different slot. For sure.
That
It is the Cheeky Demist.
That could be a hook.
That could be anything, really.
It's true. It could be nothing.
think Lord Goober's remembering our last practice race where we had a Demist in a fairly cheeky
Yeah,
early
Demas.
position here.
Yeah, Demas is
And
also one of the bosses too. So
Demist Sylph Orb, that'll sell for a nice bit of cash, 15,000, I think. But now we get to check and see what does, or we're going to launch the hovercraft while we're here, or we're going to do other things.
do we need more loot at this point in time?
We're so close to the adamant armor, I think we're going to taste it. So we don't recommend you lick your adamant armors. It's not really that sanitary.
We need a little lead poisoning. No, it's not lead.
It's not made with lead.
Did Coco tell you that?
I mean, your agility goes up when you put it on. If it was lead, you would not be getting a boost to your agility.
This is true.
And Commander is going to get the same news that Lord Goober just did. Excal, followed by a farmer's rod. Yeah, we didn't find any dwarf axes for like the first 45 minutes. Now we just can't stop running into them.
Sell for 33,000. That's not bad though.
So, yeah, it looks like Commander is very close to the 400,000 needed for that adamant armor. And there it is. So now Lord Goober just needs to turn the Iridia's mom check. He's hoping it's something, so I'm not sure if Commander's going to actually check this at any point.
Package.
Package would be nice. Hook would be nicer. Ninja shirt.
Not terrible.
I mean, you know, you do have an edge in the party for Lord Goober, so that's something. And yes, Edge do not have anything on that slot, so there we go.
It could be worse. Does that technically count as a Zonk check then for 2% experience?
I think it does. So given the key item count, I'm not sure how much longer that's going to be a factor, because Lord Goober does have 7 key items. Is selling the cash to get up to the 400,000 and has gotten there. All right, so we're getting another adamant armor online. And we'll see if Lord Goober decides to do the Cave Magnus check, which is the other one that is kind of sort of just out there enticing. Now the runners will high five as they head in and out of Agrit here. Or is getting the money and a curse ring and an adamant armor are out.
There's a harp check, I imagine.
I think this is going to be a harp check. Yes. So it's a bit of a inflection point here because if this does not have anything, you're wasting about 4 minutes. If it has something, that can be the seed. Okay, Adam is going on edge in Lord Goober's party.
And I imagine that curse ring will end up on Eddie then later on.
It might, although Eddie with a spoon is a lot of damage to willingly give up that much. So before Commander gets into the Magnus fight here, we do want to mention that this is a randomizer, and of course, one of the things we like to randomize in this randomizer is the music that Bedward will play when the twin harp check is done. So, looks like we might have a little bit slight audio problem there, maybe hearing it, but we'll do the best we can. So, the standard default tunes are replaced by one of several hundred tunes made by members of the community. So we'll see which one has shown up today. As Lord Goober decides to do a last arm check, which makes sense with the adamant Thunderclaw edge that is available. And there's also a chance at some Avengers if we check these chests out.
Free boss at Giant 1 wouldn't be bad either, so... But
meanwhile, music time, so we'll be quiet, and hopefully DJ Swoony B will be able to play you something nice. All right, Algobus was a little bit rude there and decided to cut the music a little bit short. So, uh, and I'll just say goodbye.
Yep. In the meantime, Goober checked the last arm chest and it was just a white t-shirt.
It didn't use the Thunderclaw, which might have forgotten was in the inventory. We'll see. And it looks like he's going to come do the same check that Commander just did. Is it worth it?
Yeah, I'd
Big
say so.
fail. It is an objective. It's not one you can turn in right now because there's no hook yet. But it is worthwhile because that means once the hook is found, you are in almost go mode because you might be able to find what you need on the hook route. There are 2 checks there.
So does this turn into a sealed cave check for Commander?
It is a long check, and Commander didn't finish up Castle Eblin either. Might be going to do that now.
Heal first. That only has 1 HP. Meantime, meet once again in a moment.
Interestingly enough, since all 3 characters have metal on, it doesn't really matter when you put Cave Magnus because you would just simply have gotten the parachute immediately anyways. So Redux on music. So again, that means that we get paid to say nothing for a few minutes. In a few. Once again, Golbez being a little bit rude here with our music, but that is the end for that.
In the meantime, Leonhart is down at Dwarf Castle doing the Mylon and Friends check.
Yep, so basically the runners have just simply done all the checks the other ones have mostly done. Commander is up an Ordeals check, and Lord Goober's up a Last Arm check. I think that's it. That's the only difference, isn't it?
I believe so. In the meantime, make sure you head over to our website if you have not done so and become part of the Free Enterprise community. ff4fe.com. Join our Discord. Become part of the community and have fun racing some of these flags if you don't mind. It's a lot of fun, a lot of different ways to play the game if you grew up listening to the Final Fantasy battle music. this could be a wonderful time for you as well.
Yes, and if you're new to the game or the randomizer and want to get a little bit of your feet wet and something, I think there is an event coming up for new players. I think it's called the Paladin Cup.
It
There's
is.
more details on that coming up relatively soon. But again, that's a nice thing to plug here. Drinks will be running that. So definitely sign up for that if that interests you.
Goober is making that ordeals check, which will produce that loop key, which could potentially be a profitable check.
Possibly. It'll be a little bit faster than when Commander came through here. Now we'll see then if Commander decides to do the last arm or just leave it go.
I believe the details on how new is new is if you have been regularly playing on the latest flags for the past 3 months, they recommend you reach out and be a mentor instead. Other than that, it's pretty much anybody who's looking to increase their awareness in the game and does it. Obviously, we're trying to make sure that nobody gets steamrolled in doing this. We're trying to bring our new players up to speed here, but there's a lot of details on our Discord, more details in terms of the format to come. So, we'll definitely recommend you join the Discord and find out. And as you suspected,
Ooh.
there, Garen,
That is a choice. Selling the curse ring off.
yeah, I didn't see that. Why are we selling all these things?
Yeah, I don't understand. There's no more money requirements for that. Unless they're selling that Commander needs to buy. I didn't see anything that was there. But anyways, you can always ask at the interview portion later on if that is a choice. Commander is 1 key item away from having the 10 to get the boost. Lord Goober will be 1 away when this is done. Let's see, are we getting a last arm check, Commander? No, we are not.
No, we're actually doing our moon checks. It looks like.
Which actually is a time save because we know that last arm has only a zonk. It has a white shirt.
Alright,
But
so
did not check the sealed cave, so Lord Goober's chance to get ahead maybe might be checking that kind of
there's hair dryers.
annoying check. Oh, wait a minute. Reset out?
We are giving up on ordeals?
Is resetting out of the Luca key. Okay. That is an interesting choice.
Very interesting choice.
I know it's not an objective, but it's like it still has a key item.
Yeah.
And if there's any sort of chain, that could be bad.
I mean, that could be Baron Castle into Hook into Rat Tail. I mean, that could be terrible. I mean, I get that you want to save the 90 seconds to 2 minutes on the cutscene there, walking back down the mountain, but
Well, it is a choice to say it's not here.
yep.
And since Commander did not check it either, might not end up hurting.
Dragoon Spear at the hair dryers.
That is unfortunately nice for Kane, but it is not progression.
Nope.
Lord Goober is going to take this cave value. I think it was a sparkle down here, was it not?
Cape Bahamut was a sparkle, yes.
It is either an Ogopogo or it is a D-Lunars. If it's a D-Lunars, this is free. If this is an Ogopogo, it is anything but.
It is not free. It is
Free
D-Lunars.
Who's the adamant on right now, actually?
On Goober's side, I didn't see who he put the adamant on.
Edge? Okay, because Edge was taking quite some hits. But Edge was, of course, in the front row as well.
Yeah.
So Edge is down. Now, the trick with these is, if you put up a Star Veil, you can get them to reflect their breath onto each other, which will turn them into frogs. is a little bit easier, though, if you have more than one person alive to actually do that. Oh, that was the right reflect. Now the other one cooperate. Yes.
Yep.
Outstanding. This is now basically a free fight for Lord Goober, and what I see about frogs is they actually take increased physical damage. We have all physical players. Woohoo.
In the meantime, CommanderLeonhart is going down the LST, which he has the benefit of knowing who's at the 3 spots that we need for our objectives.
Yep, now we'll see if Commander decides to take one of these monster boxes here to get a little bit of extra experience for going into any of these things. This would be the... Oh, we're going to pass the Warlocks and the carries. We're going to go right down to one of the 3 altars down here.
Yep.
I would imagine White Spear altars coming first, just because you're so close to 10k out of bonus. And White is only...
Nope.
Okay, never mind. A Commander is...
first.
Commander's making me a liar tonight a lot.
Alright, so this is
technically free because whoever the adamant is on is basically going to be immune from whatever else is going on here. I think that's Eddie in the case of Commander. Just
only
an
Excalibur.
Although with an edge, that means we get a free dart, which is nice.
Yep.
So that's roughly, 8,000 HP off of any boss of your choice.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice in that Mom Bomb.
Especially to finish it off so you avoid the second phase of that, yes. Because even with an Adamant, if the little Mom Bombs decide to start exploding, that can ruin your day.
Yeah, they don't tickle.
I'd be worried if bombs tickled. That seems a little bit...
Anything could happen in the world of Final Fantasy. There's now 16 of them. Actually, there's more than that.
Well, 16 non-suffixed versions of it anyways,
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Alright, so Goober's going to make his way down. We'll see if he makes some stops on the way down to pick up some monster boxes.
Although honestly, if they ever make Final Fantasy IV the 5th, I think I'm going to possibly just jump out a window. Who knows? We'll do something with Cain and the Spear.
There's your Warlock chest.
Yeah.
There's a Mute Bell.
I think I would just bothered with the Hourglass at this point, since these are going to get the fire off first anyways.
Unless we plan on taking several of these.
We're running out of places to actually use these, so we'll see. And the evil wall is down on the commander's side. Very nice. Ribbon room down.
Zeus Balance and Dragon Spear.
While it's nice, kind of is a little disappointing that there is no progression at the ribbon room.
Well, it was an objective. That's progression enough.
Yes, we'd like the bonus.
And then on Goober's side,
another
Excalibur.
Is going to check, it looks like, the Mura altar. A little bit risky without having bothered to save with that experience and that Excal, but we'll see how this turns out. I think it would be kind of a ruined day. Ooh, it's a D-Knight!
That could be real rough.
That is going to be rough here, yes. You might get Edge to survive.
You might.
No.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, heal sometimes before you decide to take those, just knowing what's out there. I don't think either runner has really bothered to steal Bacchus.
Nope. With all melee party, that's kind of interesting.
I mean, it takes a couple minutes, then the runners may have felt tilted enough from the early game they didn't want to invest the time.
Right. Is Odin going to go down in time? I would think with one more swing by Yang.
Yeah, because Yang will,
Yeah.
quad it out, so that should be fine. Well, that's
Well, I mean,
skill for edge that Commander does not have. That'll be benefit to Goober. No, the free bosses is on in this particular flag, so there's just not enough time with DKC to get Eddie hidden, and Eddie doesn't have enough HP to take a hit.
well, with the adamant, I'm sure he could have.
Not from DKC.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking about the Odin fight still. Sorry.
No, that was a free boss question.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Only Lord Goober could possibly steal Bacchus lines. That's true. I forget sometimes they've taken different parties here. We'll see how this plays out in the end. There is a behemoth being taken on Lord Goober's side here.
Here's our mom bomb fight.
Yep, a little bit risky for Commander. If there is a Bacchus in the inventory, this would be the place to use it.
Yep, there's one. There's also Moonveil, which is
Okay,
okay except for the explosion doesn't matter.
All right, the behemoth is down. That's at least some levels for the party.
And
Golden apple. Well, that can give you almost the equivalent of 4 or 5 Eddie levels at this point in time. As sad as that is.
True.
Taking another chest down here. With a dead Eddie.
Yeah, dead Eddie, and this is just... I feel like Goober is panicked at this point.
Legend Sword.
The speed at which he is working through this without healing or saving, it feels very panicking to me. I mean, of course, I'm not as comfortable with the YOLO strats being displayed right now, but other people may be.
All right, well, Goober gets through it. We'll hope this pays off in some way because losing time to Commander here.
Moonveil.
Moonveil, yeah, that's not really what you want there. I mean, I kind of get it. There isn't any back rowing on that edge, which can be a problem.
Crystal Sword Ultra check coming up for Commander.
Makes sense. There's been no progression here on the moon. We are down to just the Mira and the... Okay, we're getting another chest check. Not using anything, it looks like.
I mean, burn those hourglasses now.
I mean, there's 4 of them. I mean,
Yeah, you're not selling them.
You've already seen the officers. I think you've seen...
There's a Moonveil fight.
Octomam.
There's a Moonveil fight.
I guess it depends on how much you want Yang to experience here. This will slow down. Will this pay off with an Avenger for Lord Goober? That would be really what is being looked for down here. Another dart. Well, Lord Goober has a lot of darts here, but that is not really helping out anything else. Commander, meanwhile, has found Earth Crystal.
Okay.
Well, that could be something.
That's a check.
Not really a check that is preferred because it's 2 bosses and a bit of a hike.
Yep. Did Commander do the Mir altar?
Commander has not to this point. To be honest, with Earth Crystal being that varied, it didn't matter if you're what Zot had. It could have had Fu and Cecil, and it wouldn't have mattered in this
Yeah.
particular
Yeah,
thing.
no. Um,
All right, Odin is going to go down here because we've got a Thunderclaw on that edge, and edge is finally starting to get a little bit beefy now with the levels, and that I think the adamant armor is on the edge, so it should be fine. The sword is up, and the sword is down.
Speaking of swords, we'll get a sword for our edge.
Yeah, that's nice. Although we still can't back row the edge just yet. Although I don't think we've never really checked around for boomerangs or full moons or anything of that sort. Now let's see. That's interesting, Commander. Okay, it is a weak magic spot, so I can understand doing that.
Yeah.
There's a Dragoon Spear in there. No, okay, that's gonna hurt a little bit more than I thought it was going to. I thought it would be a little bit weaker.
no.
Yang is down.
Yeah, he's not long for this world.
Kane taking it there. And Eddie.
These need to go down fast. There's one down.
There's one down. Now, the other problem is these are going to use, this last one's going to use fire now every attack that it gets. And fire is going to take off, I guess they have fire, I guess there's fire resistance here. I think it was used to be, okay, well.
10%. 10%.
It'd be mostly fine, I think.
Yeah, put the Dragoon Spear on.
Oh, we're going to use an elixir. Okay. Commander has broken the unwritten rule that you never use an elixir in a Final Fantasy game, but that's okay.
Use one of those 16 Excaliburs there, Goober. You need to use something.
Technically, with Edge, you don't have to. He's just waiting for it to go to Crush phase, and then we'll win. Yep, there we go. Use the Bacchus here. All right. Commander is through, and now has the 3 moon objectives complete. Now this is literally just trying to find 2 other objectives on the blue planet somewhere. And is getting a Requiem Harp for the trouble. Aha.
Well, if Goober will be able to use the spoon then, to dart at least.
Well, I mean, that depends. The Requiem Harp is not the big damage. That's the Loki Harp. Requiem Harp is actually, if you're going the Cursed Eddie route, it will lower Eddie's agility a little bit.
I'm getting too confused. I thought Goober had... Oh, Goober has the adamant on edge, so that wouldn't be a bad play. Go ahead and curse Eddie, and then put the Requiem on, and Goober. Do we have an issue?
Maybe that looks almost like what, controller issue?
Well, I saw there was controller issues because we saw Goober running into walls a couple times. And I didn't know if it was a controller issue or anything else going on, but do we need?
Oh, there we go. Okay,
there we go.
Might also have had just a slight hiccup where something happened. Who knows? Bathroom break. That's also possible.
Mm-hmm.
It was sort of played that way. Commander is going to take the Mura altar.
Mm-hmm.
I believe should survive this because Yang is a very high HP character, so that should be fine. Yeah, we'll be learning about justice, possibly with 2 characters out of the 3 on the floor, but we will be learning about it.
And Goober going to finish up his moon checks, moon objectives at least. Well, all three will survive here.
Yep, although for Eddie, I mean, it gets experience either way, so it really didn't matter too much that way.
It's going to be the adamant rock.
That would be kind of cruel. It's a white shirt, even worse.
I would say I'd rather have the adamant rock.
Added rock would be funny because you probably get down there and then you realize that the shop has sirens and you've already got your levels.
Well, either that, I mean, they would force you back down underground right away, and then you do your Luca key check while you're down there, you do Keyless Tower down there, because now Leonhart may go do Earth Crystal first.
The only thing that might be a possibility, though, is if you're going to check that last arm chest, this would be the time to check it, because otherwise you're not going to be in the whale again, theoretically.
This Commander
Goober finds the Requiem Harp. Might be slightly amused by that. Nope, Commander is probably not going to check the last arm. Now, Goober checked the altars that were not seen. Probably because not exiting just yet.
Yep.
Even though we kind of know the right play here is to get... Oh,
there's the first ring going on.
The right play is actually to leave the lunar subterranean at this point.
Unless the Earth Crystal is
holding
on to the Baron key.
True. Or the hook. There's always that hook play.
Guess we'll find out. That's where we're headed.
Okay.
With a pair of moon veils. Meantime, here comes a demist.
Well, actually, we're getting a demist check first.
Yep.
Which, as it turns out, sorry, Commander, it doesn't have the goods today.
Definitely puts a little pit in your stomach, though, when you see it here, though. This late in the seed.
Yeah, because you're wondering, what does it have? Is this why you need all? Well, good news, Commander. It did not today.
Yep.
Not that's gonna make you feel any better in the immediate moment, but you'll feel better when you turn this in and realize it was nothing.
Yeah. Because you're worried that this was, the hook or the Baron key or something with some serious progression behind it. But yeah, this is nothing.
Now, Iridia's mom is poor in this seat anyways, so this is just simply a ninja shirt and haha.
See their house? I mean, they're not doing well.
The ninja shirt didn't help her dodge the whole nastiest mist either. So
we're looking at Keyless Tower. We're looking at, well, I guess it's Zot time. But yeah, Keyless Tower, Sealed Cave, and Zot, right? There's only 3 left that have been checked.
Yeah, and in Lord Goober's case, since it doesn't have either of those 2 things yet, just got Zod on there now,
Yep.
Lord Goober can't check the sealed cave.
Right, because Lord Goober reset out of ordeals after getting the Luca key, which at this point in time may be kicking himself.
Well, if I was Lord Goober, and I'm not, I would probably try Keyless Tower next because you're trying to think of what your opponent might have faded in this thing, and you know you've got very few checks left.
Right.
I'm kind of wondering, it's like, how is this even working? Because we've got 2 dead ends, and we've got 3 key items left. This is going to be a nasty chain into whatever it happens to be.
Yep. Baron and a tower and a rat in the package.
Rob said it's more common than you probably imagine because...
we got 2 monster boxes still left, too.
Yeah, I mean, if you're robbing the house and you don't find the loot, you're going to complain about it. It doesn't matter what else you did with it. Antlion has disappointed his fans by showing up here on the blue planet in a relatively weak spot.
We haven't seen the gauntlet yet. Just putting that out there. There's the Rosa somebody
Oh, there's the
mentioned.
Rosa that was called out, yeah.
Yep. The other one would be the Porn that was also with the Rosa.
We'll see if that gets called into existence too. Or it could be the reverse tie-up situation.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is this is actually a Rosa Palom
Yeah.
combination. I can understand that. Rosa was probably tired of Palom being a brat and decided to turn him over to Golbez because, yeah, why not?
You heard us, man.
Oh, that was probably Palom playing pranks of some sort.
There's
Hey, it's a Bahamut,
Bahamut.
which is it's an objective, but it's not gonna get any extra experience at this point.
Yeah, we're capped at 3 times, so
Where are you going, Goober? Let's see.
Goober. We're going to do.
This is a Zod
Zod
play.
too.
Okay. So if this Zod has the goods, the Goober will be about a minute or so behind. Not gonna save, which won't really hurt this time around.
That's four times in this flag set. Sorry, not 3 times. My apologies.
Is Zot got the goods?
The package, that's an objective. It won't
It is.
be
It is an
threatening.
objective, but it is only one of them that's going to leave us needing either the hook or a Baron key.
Which means we're looking at Keyless Tower or we're looking at Sealed Cave.
Yes, one of those two must have something along those lines. If either one zonks, well, let's see. Wait a minute. Can they? Yeah, they can.
Hook's got 2 checks behind it, so
No, I was wondering if one of them could zonk. Technically, one of those two can zonk because everything else can be behind a chain.
yep. And Goober's got to hope the Zonk is going to be Sealed Cave.
If it was me, I would probably try to find my go mode first because it's always possible you could avoid this cutscene.
Yeah, agreed. Baron and Hook, or Hook and Baron, either one, yeah.
And of course, it is possible Lord Goober doesn't have the access to it because it does not have the. I don't think Lord Goober has a Lucky key.
No,
I know it's lit up, but I don't think it has it.
So the only thing left is Sealed Cave and Keyless Tower.
The seed punishing hard, possibly fading the keyless tower, which I know is not a check that is popular without a tower key, but it may have been the answer this time.
Yeah, because you got to think the rat tail could be there too. So
Yep. Now, what
rat
really
tail
could be kind of annoying for commanders, this happens to be the alt gauntlet because it's not going to be threatening, but it's going to take time.
Oh yeah, that would be rough. Yeah, it could be rat tail into Baron into Hook.
Vanilla tower key to
Actually, it
vanilla
wouldn't be
hook.
that
That would be
bad.
kind of funny too.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that bad though because you wouldn't have
Well-
to go down the Hook route. You just have to turn the tail in and be done.
It's a blue sprite, but it's just a turtle. That's actually a fairly nice place to see it. It didn't land anywhere nasty. All right, Commander, where are you going for your next check?
I mean, I'm doing Keyless Tower next. I'm not doing Luca Key unless I have to.
On the other hand, you invested the time into Luca Key. You've been letting it spur in your pocket for an hour.
I think both runners got to be amazed at the fact that the seat's not over yet.
We've seen mega flares go a little bit longer. I think when we get to about hour 40 if you don't see it done. You're kind of
Oh yeah, no,
wondering.
I'm not necessarily talking about time. I'm talking about the fact that both have had a couple of long zonk checks that are wondering, how where the other person is in relation to them.
Mm. All they can see is the race is still live. Commander's going to take that sealed cave, whereas Goober has no choice but to do keyless tower. So either which way, we're going to see which way is right. Maybe they're both right. It is possible.
Yeah, that's true. I said rat tail and the baron and the hook, but that won't work because you can't turn the rat tail without the hook. So that would
Well,
be
well, well,
impossible.
well. Hear me out. Let's say you've got hook in one location, you've got Baron key in the other.
Mm-hmm.
That is still possible too.
That is also possible. Yes.
On the other hand, if Lord Goober gets a zonk up here for any reason, or happens to find the adamant rock,
Why are we taking chests?
not sure what the deal was with that one. I mean, you can steal
Unless we-
sirens from there, but that's kind
Yeah,
of
but did you maybe forget it's Mayab above only? What are you looking for here?
maybe. I don't know. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
this
what's
is
going on there. This is definitely just
this is
killing them, but this is
yeah,
not.
but
This is wasting of time, which is unfortunate. But I mean, we've had runners forget flags before in the heat of
yeah,
battle, which I've done
right.
before, and most of us have done before. That's
Especially
why
with
you
all
can't
three
you
the
can't
three
steal
different
them.
flag sets.
Yeah.
That's the Baron
Ooh,
key.
Baron key. So Commander has a solution. It's a longer solution than hook if is a hook.
Oh, don't be gauntlet here though. Don't do that.
No, do that.
Don't do that.
Oh, it's just a
Mylon
Mylon
Zen.
Z. That's nothing.
That's a walk in the park.
Come
Yeah,
on, Lord Goober. Remember the flag set. Doesn't.
Yeah.
No, he's not going to remember it. He's going to take all 4. You do these on the way down if you're in that mindset, anyways.
Unless you're trying to spike the hook if it is a key item check.
Nah. Okay. So Goober is on a clock here because Commander just has to walk out of the sealed cave, and we'll have go mode at that point. Or Goober needs this to be a hook, really. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of hard to come back. That tower key's a thought. And what is up here? This is Dark Elf.
Delph.
All you know anything about this particular boss is it does use weak, which I think at this point, with the magic being as lousy, this is probably going to miss.
I didn't know if they'll even get it off.
With only 2 characters really trying to put out damage, it might work.
Oh, there it is.
And it hit the adamant user. Of course it did, because why not? All right, we get the change. Next, we're just going to try to power through this. We've got a Dragoon Spear, which is fine. Where are you up to, Commander?
What are we doing?
All right, Lord Goober is through. Is this anything? Power key. Well, we have to wait a little bit on that. I'm sure that's a moment that has words coming out that we can't repeat on stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cure 3s would make sense because you don't have a healer for the Z fight.
Yeah, the one difference between these 2 runners' Z fights is Lord Goober has lots of darts that can be thrown by Edge to help get through the fight. Commander has to rely on literally just pressing A for most of the fight.
Yeah, and Goober's in a situation with his agility though because he's got the Requiem and the Cursed Ring on Eddie, so he's got a little bit of flex there with the agility.
Was that Bacchus consumed? I don't know if it was or not somewhere along the way. Well, Ashura is really mad at us. We decided to smack her in the face, and she decided to blow up a cannon.
I mean, at this rate for Goober,
Well, you need this to pay out. I mean, if this is
yeah,
anything other than exactly your progression,
yeah, it has to
and
be
you know that
hook.
ordeals was what you need to do, you reset out of it, you are so far behind at that point.
Yeah, he needs this to be hook into rat tail, but we know that ends.
No, all Lord Goober needs at this point is oh, where did
Package
package come
is
from?
Zot.
Oh right, so you have to do Zod at the very least.
Yeah. Oh, we finished Zot though. We finished Zod. So yeah, we just need to turn the package in.
Okay, so okay. You just didn't
Yeah.
turn it in yet. Okay, so he has the go mode if he finds the hook here. Our Lord Goober desperately needs a hook.
There's some dolls sitting on the throne of Baron. Yeah, if this is a hook, this becomes interesting at least.
Oh, it's the forge. And that unfortunately means that the
Hook is right
ordeals
here.
ordeals literally gates everything in this seed.
That means
Oh
the hook's
no.
not to be found on Commander's side.
Yeah, it is. Wow, so that means that yeah.
Yeah, this is
So Luca into Aaron into Hook into Rat. Ugh.
Yup. Yeah, hair dryers checked with the Dragoon Spear.
Yeah, and that does mean that Ordeals blocked 3 objectives today, so it was hard
Yep.
required.
That's rough.
Yeah, hairdryer. Every other check has been checked at this point. We know where everything is.
Yep.
The only we don't know is whether the rat tail is in the Staleman chest or if it is in the Mad Ogre's chest of the Hook route.
Which we don't need because we have the pink tail anyway.
Yes, we will not be using that at all.
Well, I just need to
Goober-
turn the pink tail in. Just use the pass that we found. I have to think that
Yeah, there's no need to do any of that stuff because we got enough.
And Goober's going back up ordeals. Now this is the thing. Is Goober still has to go up ordeals, grab the Lucky Key, go back down, go up sealed cave.
Mm-hmm. And then has to do at minimum Baron. If he decides to wait through Baron, at least we'll be able to avoid the package cutscene. But again, this is going to take at least a couple wipes by Commander to really have a chance at it.
Yeah, this is 10 minutes.
And unfortunately, because did not bother to at least save midway, has to take the 2 fights already here that was through earlier. Unfortunate. Meanwhile, Exol, we're getting some comments in the chat about a fight coming up here. What's that all about?
Well, you see, this is Final Fantasy IV for Enterprise, which is a Final Fantasy IV randomizer, where we randomize the location of the characters, as you've seen, the bosses, the treasures, the key items, but we can't randomize where Zermus is located. So we've called upon our wonderful graphic artists in our community to come up with hundreds upon hundreds of different sprites that show up when Zermus has the crystal used against him. So it's become a tradition, or a custom, if you will, to ask a question when we get to this point in the seed. And what is that question, Garen?
Whose butt are we gonna kick tonight? And there are many other ancillary questions that have been come up with over the years from the community. We'll see if any of those pop up in the chat. The crystal is out. True colors emerge.
And we have the suspense.
Well, we have a bit of a joke there, I think.
I think we had Puzzle Mess a couple weeks ago on our stream, if I recall correctly.
Silk Web is out. And Eddie takes
This is
the
going to be a
next
very
phase,
fast fight.
and Eddie is down.
There's a shake already.
Yep.
This is going to be a very fast fight.
There is the Big Bang. Better to turn the battle speed down to 3, right?
Yeah, now we dropped at least a 3.
Eddie is up. We have an elixir out. We are Bacchusing. We have one Bacchus available. We have a shake again.
Shake. Holy cow!
This is going to take Eddie down as soon as this happens.
Yep.
Eddie might get off, what, 1 or 2 strikes with this spoon before that happens? Eesh. Well, Eddie did survive it.
Goober's off 4 deals.
There's the black hole.
There goes your Bacchus.
Yep, now this is literally you're in a race against the clock to see if you can get it down before Z takes you out.
We'll heal up Yang so Yang can survive a Big Bang or 2. Because the other 2 guys are not going to survive one if they're not healed.
We did give one to Eddie. Kane is jumping, trying to avoid it. Did avoid it.
That's good.
All right. This should be unnerved.
Eddie survives.
Eddie survives. Yeah, okay.
We might be okay here. I mean, I'm white knuckling this if I'm running, but that's because I'm not. I'm not at this stage of my wonderfully excellent free enterprise career. But if you do like what you're seeing right now, ladies and gents, be sure to follow your racers. This has been one heck of a seed, so make sure you do so. Follow them, catch them when they're practicing for these wonderful panel to pain, as we're calling this.
Did you ban Mega Flare?
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely did.
That explains the comment then. I wasn't quite sure.
No, absolutely did.
Okay, that takes out Kane.
That's a problem. Potential.
Now, because they're also going to be...
He's going around HP.
You have to get off before the frames run out. I'm pretty sure there's a virus counter coming up at some point soon. HP ran out. That's unfortunate. And there's a nuke. That is a wipe.
Yep. Yikes. There's the Baron Key on Goober's side, so we're rushing down now. This is becoming close. Oh, we gotta go to the fight first, but
I did say that it was going to take at least 2 hours from Commander. Sorry,
Yep,
Commander. I didn't try to speak that into existence there for you.
Are we going to drop our battle speed more, or are we leaving it at 3?
We might be hoping for better luck. I don't know. Have we seen Cure 3s? I don't know if they're guaranteed,
I don't believe we saw
actually,
Cure 3s.
because we do have white mages in the seed. The seed does not care about the fact that the white mages were buried.
Tomra did not have Cure 3s.
I don't
that was
think
actually where Leonhart checked before he came up.
I don't think we saw them, because if we had, I'm sure Commander would have bought 99 of them.
Yeah. All right, so Goober is through the Mylon Z fight and heading down. Again, no black mages, no warp. We're making a walk.
I think elixirs might be possible in the Coca-Cola shop and nowhere else. I think they're tier 5, are they not?
They are, and they were not in the Coca-Cola shop.
Yeah, so no elixir chances. You're stuck with whatever you manage to loot. Yeah, the Coca-Cola shop. Did we even check it? I don't think we did.
I want to say one of them checked it and didn't have Cure 3s in it. I don't remember what was in it.
Okay.
One of them checked it. I don't remember.
Oh, there was Bacchus wine. I'm sure Commander would have liked that Bacchus wine, actually. That would make this
there you go. Yeah.
somewhat janky party a little bit safer.
Yeah, I banned this flag set. As much as I loved cutting my teeth on the Samomo flag set, this was a little bit too... this is not for the faint of heart, I will tell you that right now. And I have enough anxiety in my life, I don't need to add to it.
especially you get the 2-hour seeds, as both of our runners here, it's like if Commander doesn't beat it on this try, we're looking at over an hour 50 for both runners to finish.
Yeah. Yeah, I originally banned the Tsunami Open Flag set and then changed it after round 1, right before round 2 started.
Probably after seeing all of the lovely seeds we were encountering on Mega Flare.
Yes, including the one I ran, and then I had a pretty fortunate run on my Tsunami Open during the first stage. That's why I switched it. But yeah, I in situations like this, I would be in a rough spot. I'm not the caliber of play to where I could be running it with 3 melee and relying solely on fractions of frames to be able to win a Z fight.
Yes, neither runner opted for the safe play of wait for White Mage. So, yeah.
Big Bang back out. Eddie survives for the moment.
We can get Eddie healed up. That's enough to not
Yeah.
worry about an HP right out this time around. One problem with chemisting, of course, is it takes very precious actions away that you'd rather be using trying to get Z down.
Right. There's the black
Unfortunately,
hole.
the Mega Elixir was not thought of at this particular stage of Final Fantasy's development.
Oh, that would be a fantastic item at this spot.
This party in particular, yes.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have to heal Yang up here for safety's sake.
And we have to do it quick. I have to do it quick. I don't know if it's gonna be quick enough. Oh, we powered. They're all dead.
We're hoping for a phase change here.
Oh.
We didn't get it though. I don't think, anyways. Okay, Eddie is survived.
And we're just gonna try to run it with Eddie, huh?
We can try. Unless you're counting and you're pretty
You can
close.
certainly
though.
try.
You've only got about 2 attacks here, maybe 3.
Yeah, and he's not putting out the damage he needs to put out in order to do it.
And there's a nuke to the face. Okay. All right, we're going to try to solo it with Eddie here.
Good news is you should dodge rocks, right, with the adamant armor.
Yeah, but you got to get there. I mean, this is the full 120,000 hit points, and with only 3,000 a round, that's more than 10, 12 rounds you got to go through.
There's another big bang. That's gonna be rough. He's got one more elixir in the pocket. Goober's gonna go pick up his hook right now.
And there's also, I think, a virus coming out at some point here, so... Alright, we're going to try and get through it, though. There's another shake.
Another shake.
Uber has go mode. And just simply turn in that tail, because it has the thing. He's just going to... Okay.
We had a cure 3 in our pocket. We're using that.
Yep. I forget what the counter is coming up on this cycle. Okay. We are starvailing. Of course, that would make sense.
We'll bounce the nuke back, get some damage.
That is go mode for Lord Goober. There's a shake. White shirt.
This gives me so much anxiety. There's
Oh,
rocks.
there's Medio. We have rocks.
We might be okay. We might be okay. Yeah, we're dodging rocks.
Yeah,
because
the
of
adamant armor is
armor.
helping with that.
Yeah.
And there's the crack in the
And
boom.
gone.
GG, Commander. That I would have reset out of that.
Wow.
So props for taking that fight and trying to get through it with solo Eddie. I would not have done that myself.
Good lord.
GG, my goodness. The Commander is going to pop in for an interview here in a minute.
Time. Let's give a shout out to our wonderful restreamer, Firebird Lover, our wonderful tracker, Rowdy Ray Sniper, for helping us out, give you this wonderfully exciting seed tonight. We'll see if Goober's better set up from an agility standpoint because of the Requiem and Curse Ring edge. Plus, again, as you said, all the darts that are sitting in the inventory.
Hey, GG, Commander.
GG.
Do you need fun to calm you down after that one?
I just want to say I deserve this. I've been in the booth with some of you and other people and watched some of the very difficult seeds that this tournament has thrown. And while I do eventually become sympathetic, my initial reaction is usually to madly cackle. So I deserve everything that's sympathy. And I can't complain too much. I did bring in the win.
Yes, that was a very tense last minute or two there with the fight with Solo Eddie trying to get through it. We weren't quite sure where you were on the HP. It's like, you must have known you were close enough where maybe it was going to work. So, GG.
You know, I'd like to say that, but, you know, you just cross your fingers and do your best. It's like, all right, that nuke hurt. Maybe next time I see a black hole, I should bail. That way to think. You know, my mind was sitting here at that, somewhere in the late part of that fight going, you know, if he's RA4, I wonder if a Silk Web would make any strats work. Are we really that desperate? My God. Yes, we might be.
As it turned out, you kind of needed to work because Lord Goober's getting into the fight right after you and has a better party and a better setup for it.
Yeah, I figured he took the ninja. He didn't take the...
Took the ninja and also found the Bacchus wines. So...
Where the heck were they?
A coal shop.
Oh, I never found Adamant Rock. What was that?
Oh, that was
Cannon
actually
Room.
top of tower into Cannon Room into Adamant.
Or Vanilla Tower, good classic.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
That was also where Goober chose to make Ordeals a bit of a fade when he saw the Luca key, and well, this is the seed that was a killer because Ordeals is hard required, and if it's the last check you're doing, it's not going to work out too well.
Yeah, that was so rude.
It was.
It's why I went there once I had all the good stuff done. It's like I took the time to do Ordeals. Like I don't have a character that justifies it. Let's see if it pays off.
Yeah, and with Luca Key, it's like you don't know. It's another lousy check because there's no way out of Steel Cave. It's nice and easy.
Sure.
Yeah.
At least by then, it's like this is either progression or I'm just resetting out, and it's a one-way walk. But yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah,
at least you hope it's
not a.
It's like if it was Tower Key, you're walking it out anyways.
Yeah, Tower Key's the worst. Like Tower Key into nothing. Although realistically, it's possible it could have been Tower Key into nothing, zonk, and then you're just like, well, I didn't need to feel more behind. But yeah, like the moment I saw Kane on that dais, my mind was saying, do I reset? Do I start over to take that ninja? And I ultimately decided not to.
That's ultimately what Goober did when he saw the edge in Baron Inn, reset and didn't take the gang.
Oh, he just snapped it right then? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, but that was about, maybe, 2 minutes into the seed, so that was easier than trying to get to the dais and then realizing, uh-oh.
Yeah. I was just hoping that I'd find, you know, a white mage or someone at Hobbs or at the dais that would make it viable. Although if I had reset and wouldn't have been as bad, I was 5 minutes in, but I wouldn't have like rechecked all the characters. I just gone straight to the dais, grabbed Kane, and popped back down and gotten through to get to that edge.
Yeah, unfortunately with the Kane choices, which both of you chose to take, no Avenger in the seed that we saw, which is annoying.
No, we wanted it. And then Beta, if it Cave Bahamut, I'd remember my Dragoon Spear. I got like, the first one was dead, and the second one I was working on, I'm like, oh yeah, I have a Dragoon Spear. Oh well. A little late now. I'll remember that if I have to do it a second time.
I think both of you were a little bit tilted, because I mean, it's like, I know that there were some fights where it's like, okay, you've got a Thunderclaw on Lord Goober's side, it's like it wasn't put on. I think you forgot the tents that were in your starting package. You took some Baron Inn tries for the inn, and it's like, you got tents. You can use them.
I was hoarding those dang things, just like I was hoarding my hourglasses. And I was a bit too conservative. I should have broke them out sooner. I could have gotten a quicker start. But yeah.
And we
Oof.
figured this out what you were doing, but unfortunately you took a couple wipes there because the Castle Evelyn was rude to you.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
very.
was. That's when I was like, wow, I really wish I had a ninja. That'd be awesome now. I bet Lord Goober has a ninja and he's tearing this castle up. That's probably what's happening.
As it was, Lord Goober was through that section of the game faster than you were. It's just that when push came to shove, you all basically did most of the checks around. You faded the last arm. I think Lord Goober took that, and it was only a white shirt, so that kind of hurt a little bit.
Yeah,
And of
thank
course,
goodness that was nothing.
the big thing was, of course, fading ordeals, which was like a one check you couldn't do. You didn't know it at the time, and of course, Lord Goober had the demist a long time before you did, but it was also nothing. So
Yep.
Yeah. Got lucky. I'll take it. I mean,
well, not
I
only that,
played well. I played well in a root seed, but definitely had some things go my way. But they got to go somebody's way.
yep. I mean, on your Z fight, that second one, all those big bangs and nukes, it's like, okay, Eddie's getting some very lucky rolls here because that nuke can one shot him. That under big bang could take him out. It just never
Right.
happened.
Yeah, it's why I walked out a lot of fights. Like the white shirt from Meralter. I'm like, I'm gonna need all the hit points I can get on this Eddie. It's got to happen. So it's like I'm spending a little bit of time, but I need every scrap of XP I can get, every bit of hit points I can get on this guy.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think you took any of the Warlock or Monster boxes in the LSD, did you? I don't think you did.
No, I didn't, and that was an option, especially since I think I still had an hourglass left. Maybe I would have gotten an Avenger.
No, you wouldn't have because we saw Lord
Nope.
Goober take all of the Monster
Oh,
boxes.
he took them
Essentially.
all.
Well,
Dang.
not all of them. I don't think he took the Bimmy and the
Well,
Jimmies.
sure.
You didn't take
Right.
Bimmy and
Nobody
Jimmy, that was
nobody
right,
messes
yeah.
with the dragons, but like he took all the behemoths, all the warlocks, and
Yep.
Yeah, and
dang.
as it turns out, that's most of what the difference is in your two times when it comes down
Yeah.
to it. It's like it's the
Mhm.
last arm basically.
Yeah. There were a
Right.
pair of Excaliburs and a Moon Veil, but yeah, no Avenger.
Mm.
They're very useful
Yeah.
darts, but you know,
Yeah, for someone that had them.
yeah,
That was the only other thing about me not taking the edge is I was selling katanas and darts left and right, and it did get me my adamant armor. So I was happy about that, but I would still rather have the ninja.
yeah, although as it turned out, you and Goober got the adamant at almost the exact same point in the sea. I think you might have been about a minute behind.
Hilarious.
There was a different choice in terms of who was wearing it. I think yours was on the Eddie,
Mhm.
and Lord Goober chose the Edge, which I think makes sense for the
Yeah,
Edge.
sure.
What was available in the seed. The only problem was, of course, Lord Goober never found something to back row the Edge. It was always in
Yeah,
the
me
front
neither.
row, and even with that adamant armor, it takes damage. Go
It
figure.
does. There are some spots that will punch living daylights out of you, even with adamant armor. I'm looking at you, Mom Bomb. Oh, I was glad to get the explode skip on that Mom Bomb. That felt good.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to burn the Bacchus there, because it's like you don't want that to go to the 6 little mini bombs.
No, I had one Bacchus and I knew exactly what it was for. I wasn't going anywhere. There are a couple places I could have made use of a silk web though, since I bothered to buy 10 of them. That would have been cool.
Oh, yeah, okay. That definitely would have been, but especially with this fast anchor like Eddie. Although it looks like your solution was put the pedal to the metal on the agility situation and just go.
Yeah, I'm generally willing to play fast anchor and just like kind of take it as okay, it's slowing the seed down for me a little bit. That's why I was, stayed on 1 for a while until the moon bodied me, and then I finally put myself back to 3. But that's kind of how I view a fast anchor. Um, it worked out anyway.
It did work out for you. So now you're on to the semifinals, and there'll be a best of 3 next week. I don't know who your opponent is. I think we do.
Nope. Opponent,
No,
we'll
we
find out
don't.
tomorrow night.
I have the
oh.
joy of commentating on the match tomorrow, and the winner of that match, Infinius and Doobtree, I will face them. If it's Infinius, that's my Torian Tango partner. That'll be some spice.
Well, I mean, Yeah, that'll be interesting for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I hate how sometimes you're in the tank and you step on someone's toes.
No, and Phineas is a wonderful dance partner. Looking forward to the next season already.
Well, there you go. It's not you're not dancing right now, so that's totally okay. You can make up next season.
Fair enough.
All right. So Commander, you're the last one of the event team still in the race. How do you think we did as far as design goes?
I think a good job. Like, echo a lot of the feedback I've heard from the community. Like, each flag set is very distinct, offers its own unique challenges, also comes together thematically. Like, Zentetsuken is based on the Blue Planet, is where you do a lot of your activity there, and, well, that's where you find Odin. Tsunami, it showcases the underground, and that's where Leviathan lives, and Mega Flare is all about the moon, and that's where Bahamut lives. The mirror racing, that was FBL's idea. That was brilliant. Avoid the buys, and like just so many people have been like, yeah, great, awesome. The modified ELO, so that your asyncs still count for something, but that somebody that doesn't do well in the async still has a chance, if they run it out, to come back in and move on. And 3 different flag sets with the ban, and going to best of 3 in the set. Like, I didn't come up with most of these ideas. I offered my 2 cents. I offered suggestions. I helped playtest. So, like, the people that did come up with all of these ideas, dang, y'all hit it out of the park. It's been great.
Which one of the 3 is your favorite?
Mega Flare, followed closely by Tsunami.
There you go. I personally have a dislike of Tsunami, but that's my own personal preference.
Right. That's the that's the thing, though, is that like they're like the bands are not quite 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, but it's pretty darn close. So like, we wanted to test a lot of skills and appeal to a variety, and we pulled it off there. Specifically within Tsunami, it also got pulled off in that some people are like, oh, you should definitely take key items. And some people are like, nah, heck those key items. I'm going to find those bosses and take on the giants. And some people are like, well, we'll just have to play it by ear. But I hope it's this one or the other.
That decision cost me my match, so that was one of the nice spots about the Tsunami Open.
It started out Tsunami as my favorite.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, but as I started running more and more Mega Flare, I learned to love it. It has Sea Hero, and there's no way to keep someone on the ground, and that definitely appeals to me.
Rex, anything you want to add?
No, I think we covered the gamut there. I guess the only thing I would ask is I know that it became evident quite a bit into the seed that it was going to be a 15 or 16 out of 17 type seed. Was there any point in time where you were actually stressed and sweating about being behind because of how long it was taking to get through it?
Yeah, the moment I saw that edge. And the moment I bounced off of Eidolon. No, the fact that it was long saved me. It was the only thing that could at that point. If there was a super jet path through it, unless it was cheeky, like if that harp had been, it did hit me in objective. But if it had been something I could have turned in right away, and it had been the chain to everything that the ordeals turned out to me, at that point I'd been fine, because I'd have been like, I'm being cheeky doing this. Lord Goober probably isn't here. But that's about the only thing it would have let me feel ahead. It wasn't until I got into the Z fight and I was like, okay, he's not done. This has been a struggle bus for me. Apparently a struggle bus for him too. We might have a chance here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well
Good.
done.
And then neither one of them wanted to talk over the other.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Commentators. I was just well done. It was definitely a showcase of different styles of play, and taking the 3 melee characters and going pedal to the metal with the agility was definitely a style of play we don't see very often. So it's nice to showcase for our audience. So well done, well done persevering through the early wipe there at Z, and good luck to you on the next round.
Thank you. Tip my hat to Lord Goober for sticking out this terrible, terrible seed with me. We got through it. It's good. We gave him a good race. It was down to the wire. Garen, Rowdy, looking forward to going back. Or Garen Rexall, sorry. Rowdy's usually on comms. Garen Rexall, looking forward to going back, listening to the commentary, and learning a few things that I overlooked. I'm sure I didn't catch them all. Thanks for pushing all the buttons, Rowdy. We gave you a lot to light up. And FBL, I know you tried to blame Garen for it, but we know who did this. Not that you would ever willingly roll an Edward hero, and never. But thank you all, and thanks everyone for watching.
All right, have a good night, and best of luck next week.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I think Lord Goober should be here in just a second. We can see how they feel about this. GG, Lord Goober.
I believe the official word for a seed like this is called dumpster fire.
It's fitting with the Mega Player, isn't it?
And something, don't reset out of a key item. It might actually end up being useful.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if that was accidental or if that was just simply, I don't want to take the time for this.
I don't want to take the time for this. That was exactly why I reset out of that Luca key on Ordeals the first time. It was like, God, I don't want to take time for this at this point. And it bit me.
Yep, it was the one check you could not fade in the seed because it blocked 3 objectives that Ordeals. Inky thing.
That has happened in the last 3 Mega Flare fast run fixes I've run. It's So, what was the commander's party?
Ain and Yang.
Kane and Yang. Okay, he took the. The Yang was tempting. Then I, as you saw, I took the Yang. I peeked in Baron and said, "Oh, wait a minute. There's Edge. That's even better."
Yep, and realistically, I think if you found a back row item for that Edge anywhere along the way, it would have really, really helped out.
Oh God, no, I know that was driving me nuts. Where was a freak? Why do you think I was checking every single darn weapon shop I went into? Where is a boomerang?
Sometimes the seed don't care.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
of course, what this means is if you ever go back and run the seed, I haven't like this. This is just simply spitballing. It's probably gonna be in the watery pass somewhere because you usually like to check that. You didn't this time.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those silly things about Rando Rando. It's like, hey, we've got a Kane. Great. Oh, there's no Avenger in the seed. Womp womp.
Well, at least Bacchus were actually for sale.
Yeah.
Which only you had because Commander never actually did the Helis Tower. So never had the Forge to turn in.
Oh.
I think when you watch this back, Commander Z fight was very jank and was a bit of luck. Whereas yours was a little bit of a safer fight considering the party you had.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was a comment that's like, Commander has to wipe twice for Goober to have a chance. And there was one wipe. There just wasn't a second one. Eddie soloed it out the rest of the way.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there were a lot of things that just were going wrong, and that I was half nodding off about halfway through the scene. It's like, oh God, why am I? That's why you could kind of see sometimes the airship was flying all over the place.
Or is that also the pause we had after the evil wall went down, or is that a bathroom break?
Oh, that was absolutely a bathroom break.
Okay.
Okay.
That was run to the bathroom once I had the Bacchus going.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are somewhat niche strats. Save your Bacchus with the bathroom break, but it can work at times.
Yep, I mean, it happens. But and that was one of those cases where it would have been so nice to have the stupid back row, because that I could have set that instantly instead of waiting for the crush phase.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Edge is a little bit squishy with an adamant in the front row. And of course, we didn't want to put it on Kane or Eddie, so yeah. That was the other difference in the seed, in the sense that I think Commander's adamant went on Eddie and yours went on the Edge.
Mm-hmm.
You were trying to slow Eddie down as much as you could, and Commander was just like, you know what? We're going right to 70 on this thing.
As fast as we can.
I mean, in this case, it kind of worked. And then getting that Requiem was like, okay, I can play this on the slow game. And as you saw, I was able to get him right to 28 for the Z fight.
It was perfect agility.
Yep.
I think for Kane and
clean.
yeah, for Kane and Edge, it's a great setup for that.
Yeah. And I had exactly enough elixirs and cure 3s to get through that.
You had found the Cure 3s. What were those exactly? I forget.
I had one.
Oh, you had one. Okay.
I had one.
We were looking for them in the shops. We didn't see any, but I wonder if I had missed them. So, okay, never mind.
No, I had bought like 20 Cure 2s early. And that's why you saw me burn a couple Cure 2s, couple extra Cure 2s before I went into the Zot 2. It said, oh, wait a minute. Ogopogo's still at large. I'm guessing he was probably the one that was in the Fame Arch.
I think by process elimination, yeah, it had to be. We saw the other 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but other than that, this seed was just black.
Yep, unfortunately, the one thing you had the advantage on, which was that early demist find, it didn't pay off for you, unfortunately.
Yep.
Nope.
Commander didn't check that until back on Earth after the moon, and then I think there was a bit of a moment where it's like,
one last checks he made.
yeah.
And then it's like, oh my, like all these stupid off the ball checks. It's like, okay, this could have been something. This could have been something.
And it narrows down to it's either keyless or it is that stupid Luke Ki reset of. And unfortunately, we were wondering, because it's like Commander decided to go for the sealed cave instead of the keyless tower first. And yeah, when we find out what the payouts were, it's like, oh shoot.
Yep. Oh well. It is what it is, and as it would be, I would have had a nightmare trying to schedule next week anyway.
Well, at the same time, it's like it's still a good run for you. I think this is the first you've gotten in the last stage of a tournament, so congratulations on that.
Yep.
Hard fought race, you certainly had a chance right until the very end on this one.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there were definitely a couple of silly. There was. I had a little bit of waste time early on trying to get that early XP. I was trying to pull off swoons on that tricker.
Yeah, I think
Right
that
at
only is going to work if you had a slightly faster edge to do it with. But you didn't have the edge at the time. You only had Kane, sorry. So, yeah.
Well, it is what it is, and I am going to, at this point, sign out because I do have to work early tomorrow.
All right. Well, at the end, thanks for allowing the restream, and good race, and best of luck in the next tournament, wherever that happens to be.
Yep, who knows? Maybe it'll be a good seed. Maybe it'll be a crazy flag set. And honestly, I probably should have banned this flag set over Tsunami.
Well, you never know until you actually get the seed.
Okay. Well,
all right.
Have a good one, and
take care.
May the next round be crazy.
Speaking of next round, we've got that matchup tomorrow night, don't we?
We do have a match tomorrow night, yes. So tomorrow night on the Free Enterprise channel at hold on, I'm looking at the wrong
8
page.
Eastern, 7 Central.
Okay, thank you. 8 Eastern. I was wanting to make sure I wasn't giving the wrong timeout for that.
Yep.
Definitely a good thing. So that is the race between um Infinius and Noobtree. It will be a Tsunami Open seed, and that is going to determine who Commander faces in next week's best of 3 matchup. So definitely, excuse me. I'll come out for that tomorrow night, and give the love to the racers tomorrow night. And that is going to then wrap it up for us tonight. We are going to just be signing off. We do want to plug, before we do, the Paladin Cup mentioned earlier in the restream. That is something that Drinks Glue is running, and the announcements, I think, have just gone out for that. So there's a special club channel in the Discord that has all of the documents and signups, whether you are new and want to be in the Paladin Cup, or if you're an old hat like some of us are, and you'd be volunteering to basically mentor the new Cecils, I guess, if you want to call them that, for the theme of the club. So yeah, we'll definitely give that a plug, and hope you show up to join that either as a mentor or as a racer. Definitely a good time.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure as always, Garen. Again, thank you, Radio Ray Sniper, for the tracking. Thank you, FBL, for doing the restreaming. Make sure we've been able to see and listen to a wonderful race had by all. And most importantly, thank you to everyone viewing tonight. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us on a Thursday evening or Friday morning, depending on where you're at. And we hope that you will tune in tomorrow night. Again, that is at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, right here on Free Enterprise. Give us a follow here if you haven't done so already. And please do check out our Discord. You can find the link right there in the chat. So without further ado, Garen, ready to have a good night.
Good night, Rex.
Take care.